Ladies and gentlemen, to this week's installment of Renegade of Wrestling. I am your host, JJ Williams, and once again I want to just get this out of the way. We're not using the standard camera because Jeff is unable to be home right now. He's got it with him. He took it with him for Father's Day, so we're using the camera phone again, but we actually have steadier hands behind the camera this time. I honestly don't have a whole lot to talk about this week. I wasn't able to get to any shows. Jeff and Jade were at the NWA Hollywood tapings, and they had a blast, saw a lot of good matches. In fact, Dylan was able to get a brief interview, if you will, with the main event, James Morgan. Let's take a look at that right now.
That means I'm going to do your match.
Oh, you're going to do my match? Okay. You understand that I already was out there and I wrestled. Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Of your match.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because I may or may not have lost that match. So I'd actually like to talk about that. What are your thoughts? Should I have one?
I'll say would you have 10 spots.
10 spots. Maybe I'll take that to the locker room and I'll think that over. Because maybe I didn't do 10 moves that I should have done in order to win the match, right?
Might have helped if Dylan was rooting for you and not for Ryan Taylor.
You were rooting for Ryan Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And I see that you're not wearing a James Morgan t-shirt. I would have to say that this interview is almost over.
Jeff, how dare you throw your son under the bus, man? That's just wrong. That's wrong, Granddad. Busting him out in front of James Morgan, telling him that he was cheering for Ryan Taylor instead of him. Shame, Jeffrey, shame. Alright, all joking aside, we actually did get a really good interview. Jeff was able to sit down with Heather Lynn, valet for the Family Stone, probably the hottest heel team right now in NWA. Let's go ahead and check out that footage. Legit interview here, Jeff and Heather Lynn.
Alright, forget the loudness of the room. We're in this is the green room, the cafe of Philly Studios. I'm here with Heather Lynn, the devious devil behind the Family Stone. For Stu's the mastermind, but you know.
Stu's the mastermind, but I tend to help out a little bit on that.
A little bit, you know. And we've been watching the last 4 weeks on WWE Hollywood TV and seeing you come out in the outfits that only you can wear out there, and each week my roommate's now just keeps dropping further and further, like, damn, you're quite the distraction out there. But people have been asking me to talk to you because they saw the picture of us in here from last month, like, who is the hot chick and why is she hanging with Jeff Meacham? So we wanted to get you on the show to tell us where exactly Heather Lynn came from. It seemed like you came out of nowhere and first time on the scene here in NWA Hollywood with Stu, and now here you are, you know, you're managing Adam through these 7 levels of hate, and it's just like almost like a whirlwind thing.
Well,
right
with
now, buddy.
the Adam thing, I actually got lucky. I've known Adam for 11 years. I started training at UPW a couple years ago. So I trained there when we had Cena there. We had Samoa Joe, Tom Howard was training. We had Kazarian. I mean, a lot of the different guys there. So I started there. You know, knew guys like Joey and everything like that. So I worked there with the UPW. I worked a lot of the soap outfits. I worked with kids in Chicago. And then I ended up having my daughter. She's now 8. So when I had her, I took some time off.
They grow so fast, it's crazy.
Oh, she's my size already. So
is mine. I'll shot a second ago.
And after having her, I took some time off, but you know how that goes. And it never stays gone for long. So after doing that, I decided I wanted to get back in. So I started slowly in Vegas. I did 1 show, 3 shows a year. For a federation that's not very reputable out there, and the promoter is not a very good person, we'll put it that way.
If you want to write him out, by all means.
If you want to go to a photo journal and Unleashed out there, not a very good organization.
People know Jeff Meacham know that I know Adrenaline Unleashed too.
Yes, and not a very good organization, and their talent is not very good.
Were you there for the show in September 05 out here in the city of Industry?
No, I didn't even know they did a California show.
This was their debut show before they moved to Vegas full time. They had a 6-sided ring and everything. I was the play-by-play guy.
6-sided ring.
Oh yeah, I was the play-by-play guy on that show, and I did such a substandard job I got fired.
Oh yeah, no, they're horrible.
Yeah, they are.
Ken thinks he knows everything and he knows nothing. He says he trained at UPW with the Ballards, but he doesn't realize the Ballards are two of my very good friends, and yeah.
Yeah, so...
We'll get there. We'll go there on Ken, because it'll turn into a 2-hour long conversation.
Which we've only got about 25 minutes, really, so...
Great. So, after I worked a couple shows for Ken, and then I decided I wanted to branch out a little bit more. I'm good friends with guys like Adam and David Lagana. And
Lagana's awesome.
Lagana's one of my favorite people in this world, and I love him. Hi, David. Nice to watch you. I meet you. And
I never met you, but you're awesome, dude.
I decided I wanted to branch out, so I spoke to him, and he called in a few contacts here. And after 2 months, I got a call saying, hey, if you're interested, we have a spot, we could fit you in at NWA, and we wanted to put you with the Family Stone, which would put you with Adam Pearce. And I was thinking, well, with Adam Pearce, shit.
So, okay.
Excuse my language. But, you know.
Like I told you on Facebook, ain't no worry about a family show.
Yeah,
this is not PG at all.
So I was like, well, in that case, yeah, absolutely. You know, come check it out. He said, well, come to the first show. It's only going to be one segment. You know, so drive in, do the one segment. If you like it, you know, we'll see where to go from there. I came in, did the one segment, and it just took off. Every month, I usually do about 4 to 6 segments.
Yes.
Which means 4 to 6 different outfits.
Yes.
Which is a lot of fun, but, you know, it's crazy. Like, running through the hallways, changing, literally, like, I gotta run, I gotta change clothes. I don't know what show this is gonna be on.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I talked to her last month about doing this, and it's right now 10 till 8 as we tape this, and I've been here since noon.
I've been here since 10. I left almost 11 because call time's 10, but I drove in from Vegas this morning and we didn't get into almost 11.
So it's been crazy here all day, and it's just like, it's gonna have to wait till the show's over.
Yeah, and I barely eaten and everything. It's just
I had to borrow off Rudy to get a slice of pizza. Just needed something.
It smells good too.
It's crazy around here, but
so I started doing that, and then working with NWA has helped a lot because I started working at FSW in Las Vegas, and they do 3 shows a month or so.
Nice.
So it's a lot of work there, and then I've been able to pick up other shows with some more, like getting looked at by other feds in Cali. Started getting looked at by other feds in other places.
Nice.
Starting to pick up, starting to get more business. I'm not as young as I used to be, but at the same time, I'm starting to. When I said I'm giving it one last run, I meant it. And I'm putting everything I have into it now. And I had somebody tell me today, I had an argument with somebody I don't really care for, and he told me that I'm not a worker because I don't get in the ring and wrestle. And I told him, I said, you don't know. I have trained to wrestle. I just choose not to. You know, I'm getting older, and it's not what I want to do. I like managing. Bobby the Brain King is my idol. Sherry's my idol.
Bobby, I interviewed Bobby a few times. Great, amazing person.
Bobby's one of my idols. So that's what I want to do. I don't want to wrestle full time. I think managers are the backbone of wrestling, and we don't have enough. So that's what I want to do. And I literally went on a rant, and I said, I have put my blood, my sweat, my tears, my money, my time, my soul into wrestling, and you have the nerve to tell me that I'm not a worker.
This is here today?
Yeah, today. Well, no, this was on a text message.
Oh, okay.
On a Facebook message.
Oh, jeez.
I said, you have the nerve to tell me that I'm not a worker after everything I put in myself into wrestling, and you tell me that I've been in the business over 12 years? I said, you have no right to ever say anything like that.
Nobody that has not been out there, and I can sit there and say I've done a few things and everything, but not to the level of Heather Lynn or definitely not Adam Pearce or Family Stone around. It really sickens me when people say something like that. And don't you worry, you're such a bull crap. People talk to you like that.
And it's not even that, you know, I'm not a well-known name. I'm not a household name. It's just that I love what I do, and I like bringing either smiles or non-smiles to people's faces. That's what I do. It's my job. I'm here to make you either love me or hate me, and that's the point of what I do.
Well, it's kind of hard to make people hate you. You know, with Stu coming out dressed like a dress. I'll be honest, right?
It's easy when you got Stu sitting there saying.
Yeah, when you got Stu ramming his mouth off and Adam literally throwing chairs at people
and wearing
tonight.
His underwear.
Yeah, I was out there for Adam's second appearance. I'm kind of glad I wasn't.
You didn't see me?
I was stuck back here with the boys.
Oh, yeah, Tidy's Whitey's. It was fantastic.
Adam Pearce and Tiny White. Left it until
Adam Pearce and Tidy Whitey's. You don't miss it. NWA Hollywood.
NWAHollywood.com. Probably week 3 or week 4 of these tapings.
It was. I got involved quite a bit on that one, and I made Tarek into a lady, and Adam Pearce turned into his Tidy Whitey's. It was.
Yes, I can.
It might have rivaled me in my dress I was wearing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can only think what you were thinking last month, because you and I had talked about being out there for First Blood against Cole, and you said at the time, I never forget this long as I said, I hope I don't have only the white dress left when I go out there. And sure as shit, I'm standing at the curtain, and here you guys come, and you're in the white dress. I'm like, oh god, she's gonna ruin that dress with that Adam's blood or Cole's blood, and you escaped somehow.
I escaped, and I was scared because when they saw the white dress, Adam was like, oh, I'm gonna make sure and give you a hug ride. Thankfully, he forgot. But then I almost got killed by the ring bell twice.
Yeah!
So that was enough. And I watched the match the other day on my phone, and I really didn't realize how good they were.
Yeah, well, you and I talked about that after the show, and again, I had to watch it back, and you since watched it back. I watched. I didn't sleep last night, for the record. I haven't really slept since Monday when the Kings won the Cup. I throw you out there, everybody knows that now.
Did you shave your beard?
I did. Oh, it's a glorious day. It's getting scruffy again, but yeah, no itchy, no scruffy. But I watched that this morning about 7 o'clock. I turned on the DVR that we still have, and I watched the match, and I saw that part, and I'm like, oh, amazing. Twice, same match.
I almost lost my toes, and then I almost lost my head.
Yeah, that's never good business when you lose your head. You're trying to out there look pretty.
And it's so funny because people go, oh, you're just a manager. You just stand ringside and look pretty and cheer them on. And I'm like, yeah, if you only knew what you really go through, what you hear from the fans. If you only knew when they yell at you, if you only knew what you really have to do, the timing, the things you have to do when you're there. It's not as easy as it is.
It is sheer madness, chaos, and destruction out there. And I want to thank you for coming on the show. I did an interview, and I don't know how long, and I was nervous. I'll be honest. I mean, we're buddies and everything, but it's very nerve-wracking. So thank you so much, love. It's always a pleasure to see you, and we'll see you guys next time.
Anytime, I'll be on, and I'm happy to be on.
Well, we may get shorter interviews, so we'll see.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice time, you guys.
Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot to talk about this week because I wasn't there. Next week, however, do be on the lookout. Jeff and I are going to be here doing our standard Battleground Pro Wrestling hype show, Legion Hall of Doom, next Saturday, the 30th, I want to say. Yes, the 30th. 8 p.m. American Legion Post 716-3252 Florista Street, Los Alamitos, California. We'll be here next Tuesday hyping that, talking about all the matches, giving our own little predictions and thoughts of how we'd book it to go if we had that power. Join us the rest of the week. Tomorrow, Ringside Insanity is going to be doing their weekly movie review, this time on The Game Plan, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Madison Pettis, blanking on a bunch of the other names right now, but really good movie. Thursday, Dad's on Wrestling. Not exactly sure what we're going to do, but it should definitely be a doozy. Friday, Stat Boy, and then the standard weekend hodgepodges, if you will. Stay tuned on the channel for the regular stuff, and we'll see you next time.